Bol Bol is going to absolutely thrive with Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. Throughout Bol Bol's career with the Denver Nuggets, for the most part, he certainly showed some flashes from time to time, but for the most part, he never really got a true opportunity out there. But I think with the Pistons, he's certainly going to get a much bigger opportunity to actually play out there and get a ton more minutes. But quickly before we get the video started, for those who may not know, I'm Juicy Sports. I make opinionative NBA content, and if you guys enjoy videos similar to this, please consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button, and that post notification bell. But anyways, let's get into it.
Oh yeah, I work with the medics. I'm about to get you injected. I got a couple connections so I can get you prosthetic.
Bol Bol was drafted with the number 44 overall selection in the 2019 NBA draft, and coming out of college and going into the NBA, there was a ton of hype around his name. The skill set that he possessed was very impressive. At that 7'2" size, he was a guy who had the skills of a point guard almost. He had a very good handle for his size, but honestly he had a pretty good handle for a player who was even 5 or 6 inches shorter than him. It's pretty crazy the handle that he has. Besides that, he's very mobile for his size and is able to guard a bunch of different positions and just move around the court very well. He has the ability to shoot a 3-point shot, he has the ability to shoot a mid-range shot, drive all the way to the basket with layups or dunks. It's pretty incredible the type of skill set that he has, and for that reason he had so much hype around his name. But once he actually made it to the draft, the reason why he fell all the way down to the second round was the fact that he was dealing with some serious foot injuries, and right before the NBA draft there was some bad news that came out about it, which scared off a bunch of NBA teams, and due to that he fell all the way down to the second round. But at the time it was seen that the Denver Nuggets, who got him in the second round, got an absolute steal in Bol Bol. The type of potential that he had, at least what a lot of people thought he could potentially have, was seen as spectacular, and the fact that the Nuggets were able to get him in the second round was just a fantastic pick for them. And at the time, I thought the fact that Bol was going to the Nuggets was one of the best situations he could have possibly went to, and I thought this for a few different reasons. The first reason that I thought this is a season prior, the Nuggets actually drafted MPJ, who was in a very similar situation to Bol Bol. MPJ going into the draft the previous year was also pretty injured as well, and the Nuggets did a fantastic job at completely shutting him down in his initial rookie season and just giving him all the time he needed to really feel comfortable on his injuries, and the season following he would be able to play and be confident out there. And I thought the Nuggets were going to do the exact same thing for Bol Bol, and obviously they did. So that was a fantastic situation for Bol, just to feel confident out there and really focus on healing his injuries in his initial rookie season. But another reason why I personally thought the Nuggets were a fantastic situation for him was, of course, the Nuggets have Nikola Jokic, and I thought, what better center to learn from than a guy like Nikola Jokic, especially for a guy of the skill set of Bol Bol. Obviously Bol Bol is a little more extreme, but Jokic also has some point guard skills as well out there, and I thought he would be able to learn from a guy in Jokic very well. And a lot of the things that I just mentioned certainly did come true for Bol Bol in his career with the Nuggets. But unfortunately, the story of Bol Bol's career, at least with the Nuggets, is he got a few opportunities here and there, and he certainly flashed a few abilities here and there, but he never really got a consistent opportunity to play for the Nuggets, which when you actually look at it, it does kind of make sense. And the reason I'm saying this is because the Nuggets are in the position that they're trying to compete for a championship, and if Bol Bol isn't ready at this point, at least in their opinion, why would they trot him out there when they're trying to win? Obviously they want to put the best players out there on the court as they possibly could to actually try to win now, obviously. So having a guy like Bol Bol who may not be ready, at least in their opinion, may not be the best fit for him. So that's, in my opinion, the reason why they decided to trade him to the Pistons, even though a lot of people may see this as a questionable move for them. And in my opinion, I also see it as such. I thought maybe they can hold on to him a little bit longer, see what he can do, maybe give him a little more of an opportunity going forward. But the Nuggets obviously traded him to the Pistons recently. But with the Pistons, I think Bol Bol's going to have a fantastic opportunity. I think him and Cade Cunningham could potentially be a very nice 1-2 punch. But we're going to learn a lot of things about Bol Bol this season. Of course, with the Pistons, Bol is going to get an opportunity to play, and he's going to play a decent amount of minutes. So what we're really going to learn about Bol Bol is a few different things. The first thing, is he actually going to be able to play in the NBA for an entire season? Is he injury prone? These are things we don't know at this point. But assuming Bol Bol is able to play the rest of the year for the Pistons and is relatively healthy, we're going to know if he's able to play in the NBA or if his skill set is just too unique for the NBA. Although he's obviously super talented, maybe it could be a case where he's just too skinny in the NBA and he isn't able to necessarily guard NBA centers. Maybe to fix that, the Pistons put him on some small forwards on the defensive side. Maybe just tries to gain some weight over time, but obviously that's going to be a long process considering where he is at currently. But it could really go in one of two ways. Either he's going to be a really good player at the end of the year, and the Denver Nuggets are going to look like a stupid team for ever trading him, and the Pistons are going to look like a fantastic team for actually acquiring him for not that much, by the way. And maybe him and Cade turn out to be a fantastic duo. Maybe their pick and roll / pick and pop offense would be absolutely devastating for the rest of the NBA. Maybe with the increase in minutes, Bol Bol just continues to improve his offensive game as well as his defensive game, and just turns into a fantastic player, and a player that a lot of people coming into the draft thought he could potentially be. Or it can go the complete opposite way. Maybe Bol Bol just completely doesn't turn out to be an NBA player. Maybe he completely just doesn't play well at all for the Pistons, and maybe he would have to go to a different organization, maybe play overseas for a little bit and then come back potentially. Or maybe it's just not meant for the NBA at all. We really don't know much about Bol Bol at this point, besides a few flashes here and there of his skill. I think we all know that he's very skillful, but the real question is, could he actually use that and play well consistently on an NBA court? That's a real question that I'm having personally. But of course, if he's able to do that, he'll be a fantastic player going forward. If he could figure it out, his ceiling could honestly be an all-star, maybe even a superstar type player. Now you may say, oh, maybe that's a little crazy to even mention, but based on the skill set, of course anything could happen. But I do want to mention that's very far away. He needs to prove a ton, but just based on the skill set, a guy of that skill set certainly could potentially be at that level. If I had to give my personal expectation for where I think Bol Bol will be at the end of this season and also going forward long term, I personally think he's going to be a better player rather than a worse player. I think the skill set that he has is certainly very valuable to a lot of NBA teams, and even if he can't necessarily guard an NBA center, especially in the post, teams would be able to figure that out and maybe put him at the small forward position, on defense at least, or maybe even the power forward position. There's always ways and things that you can do to counteract some issues like that. But if a team, maybe it is the Pistons, but if a team could somehow figure out his skills and get the best out of him, I really do think he could be a very, very good player in this league going forward. Now, it's probably going to take some time for him to actually fulfill that potential just based upon how unique of a game he has, but of course it is possible. He's able to do so many different things offensively, he's able to move so well defensively. In my opinion, there's just too much talent there, but we'll see what happens, not only for Bol Bol, but also for the Pistons. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Bol Bol is going to thrive either with the Pistons or whatever other team he goes to in the future, or do you not think so? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy, please check out one of these other two videos popping up now. And until the next time, peace out, guys.
Oh yeah, I work with the medics. I'm about to get you injected. I got a couple connections so I can get you prosthetics. Hope you can't go where I'm headed.